So that's not working.
Wait, you're trying to play Ninja Turtles?
Yes.
Nice. Once it loads. I just saw the thing and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Oh, son of a bitch. Uh, gotta need it. I always forget about that.
Oh, there it goes. It works.
It's the old NES version, man. That's what it's about. Better if you can't full screen this crap. I see what you're trying to do.
Let me do one few more adjustments here on my end with game-wise, because like I don't want to be playing this game forever. Because this game is actually longer than it really than it's
Oh yeah,
necessary.
because they added 2 levels and I think more enemies.
Yeah, so it's like no, I'm gonna give myself at least infinite continues.
No, yeah, hell yeah.
Like I'm allowed at least that.
Stalling state. Freaking PlayStation, man.
It's like I'm at least allowed that at least. Good news is I don't have to go until I don't have to go until very late tomorrow. So
Oh, that's good.
unfortunately, it's only the week I'm actually working.
Oh, it's one of those good bad things. It's like, yeah, and on the other hand, you're like, oh shit, because that means less monies. Monies is always important.
Well, there's no infinite continues, but I'll take this code right here with me. Options. I will take cheat.
Cheat your way to victory in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've been considering, and I really think I'm going to do it. I was talking about that a little bit last time we were on with Miguel during Destiny. Was going through a Final Fantasy 1 run and just naming all the characters after people in our group.
Alrighty, so it looks like we're starting, so we should be live pretty much everywhere. So we should be live on Hitbox, Twitch, and also on YouTube as well. So we don't have to like make another.
Have we informed everyone via the social medias?
You know what? Thank you, because I'm always jumping the gun on that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you haven't officially started the game, then you may as well just get that out. Because I think everyone would love to watch a run of the old school arcade game. And then hear me bitch about how long it takes for friggin' PlayStation to update. I was gonna play some JoJo or some Tekken. Fuck that, PlayStation needs to update. Actually, I might get a... hold on, if you're doing that, I'm gonna grab a thingy to move my laptop closer to my PlayStation. Alright. Here. This over here. I should probably plug in my laptop just to make sure it doesn't run out of power.
Alrighty, there should be a tweet sent out.
Alright.
Now I can configure my buttons.
Yeah, my double screen setup is set up. Where the hell's my PlayStation controller? There it is. The problem with wireless controllers. It's all fun and games until you set your controller down on somewhere on a pile of like stuff and it just blends in. Like, no, there's no wire. I can't trace it. All right. Got the laptop and the Skypes. Right here. Got my PlayStation. Infinitely updating because it doesn't matter how advanced technology is. It still takes an hour and a half for it to do like a 100 megabyte update.
Why? Jesus.
Okay, technically, I don't know how large the update was. I didn't look at the download size. But, like, it always takes forever for it to update. I'm like, every time I look at PS3's, screen and everything, it doesn't look like it had any extreme updates. Like, when Xbox had that huge, completely changed the entire user interface, which really sucked when they did that, like, at least that one was a large update that I totally understood. Oh, what turtle are you gonna rock?
I'll rock Leonardo.
Nice. Back in the day, he was always my favorite in the arcade game because I just like the swords and stuff. But I remember at the arcades, the rumor was Michelangelo did the most damage.
No. That's Donatello.
Yeah. But I remember back at the arcade, that's what everyone always said. It was Michelangelo. So everyone was always trying to rush to get Michelangelo so they could do the most damage and survive the longest.
No, because they just like... It's weird how damage values work in that. Essentially everybody was the same.
Yeah, it's range.
Yeah, it's the range that matters.
Which makes Raphael essentially useless.
Yeah. No one
Which is unfortunate because he was always my favorite turtle, but I always liked using Leonardo in the arcade game. Because I got to hack and slash dudes with swords, and I always thought that was cooler. Like, he was just one of those characters whose personality-wise was never, like, my favorite. Because despite being voiced by Cam Clark, he still was, like, kind of an annoying jerk.
Well, no one liked the leader.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same problem that, like, cartoon Cyclops faced. Is they took the worst parts of Cyclops' personality and made that his entire personality for the X-Men 90 cartoon. Oops, get my control back on. Stupid wireless controllers being wireless. Also, my PlayStation never realizing it's daylight savings time, so it's always an hour ahead.
You may want to just spend a day not playing your game and just set that up.
Yeah. I'll play around with it. I'm just going to check out what's on the store right now, just because if you weren't playing Ninja Turtles 2, I would be playing Tekken or JoJo or some fighting, Guilty Gear or something. But the problem is I keep looking back at your screen, so I'm like, well, I can't do anything, like, visually intensive right now.
Well,
because
no, that's fine. I can do it.
I will eventually. Don't push me, man. I do what I want to do. Go save April from this burning building and don't get crushed by big balls.
It's like this building should be like going down right about now, and just yet they're out. The turtles are going the speed of Mosey.
I'm more concerned on the fact that, like, who's upstairs dropping giant balls?
More foot soldiers, obviously.
Where do they get the giant balls?
You'd be surprised how strong robots are.
Well, no, I get that they can lift them because they're robots in the cartoon continuity, which this is generally based off of. I just mean, like, they had to roll those balls all the way upstairs to then roll them downstairs at the turtles.
Thunderdome. Dimension X bullshit.
There we go. I'll let that one go. They have, like, those little capsule things from Dragon Ball Z. You press a little button on the capsule, it just opens up, there's like 50 balls. Like, excellent! Or the robots don't say excellent. Affirmative, and then they start dropping them down.
How they even said anything? Oh, these guys are smart. They actually do a down thrust. Look at these guys. Getting their paycheck, even though they realize they're getting paid in peanuts.
Yeah.
These guys are gonna come out through. That's another thing. How the hell did these guys come from the fucking elevator when the building's fucking burning?
Yeah. Again, it makes and there's fires in those rooms too, so it's not like. I like the fact that I assume they're just waiting for you.
Okay, so guys, I got the greatest plan ever. We're just gonna wait for them here in this burning building. No one's gonna be the wiser.
Well, look, it's not like the Shredder is a master strategist.
Good point. Especially in those 90 cartoons. Oh no.
He might be voiced by Uncle Phil, but he is not.
Sometimes he might be voiced by what's his face. Sometimes he might be voiced by Jim Cunnings.
That's true.
There's like a compilation of just a video of like all the weird voices he gets. Like, okay, there's Uncle Phil voice, there's Jim Cunnings. Who the hell is this guy? This guy sounds like he's had a cold.
Blood Dragon's on sale for like $3.75.
That's not bad. That is really not. That's the best $3.75 you're gonna get in your life.
If my brother was here, he'd be like, "Dude, don't even hesitate. Just buy that now."
I'm here. I'm telling you, don't hesitate to buy it now.
Yeah, I know. It's just I don't play FPSs that often, but that game seems so insane that.
Well, the thing is, I think the only part I think you might have some sort of issue with might be like the visual aesthetics. So it might like might give you like a migraine, but for someone like me, I don't care. I don't care about those type of things.
Well, I do have, yeah, you do know my rules, like aesthetics are a moral imperative. Yeah, aesthetics are a moral imperative is always my line I go with. So I do get the case, but I'm like, it's also based on 80s action movie, and 80s action movies look terrible on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, not on purpose, but because I also like Shredder was just hanging out inside the drill.
Like, okay, yeah.
Because he just comes out of the drill and then just comes in like, wait, were you just hanging out there, just watching Rocksteady get his ass kicked?
This game makes no sense. Well, I guess that's why I like this game. Whee! Mid-air jumping. Mid-air switching it jumping. That's breaking the laws of physics. Good as shit.
Well, bollocks. It's one of those things where I've been playing Miguel for getting me into this game, but I re-got into it on my tablet, Final Fantasy Record Keeper, which I've been having a lot of fun with, but it's been making me really want to play the classic Final Fantasies. I'm like, you know, if those were on sale on PSN, I'd totally grab a couple of the older games. So Origins 6, 5, 8, and 9 are all on sale.
How much?
$5 for all of them.
Not bad.
A piece. $5 a piece. Not. Damn, if it was all those games for $5, that's.
Oh, that's I figured it'd be a piece because like with Square Enix, what
Square Enix. Even on Steam sales, you don't get a good deal on.
After that news report that you said, I might be tempted to get 6. And if they do the same thing with 5, yeah, they got my money.
Yeah, I'm waiting to get that news of we install this.
I'm very sure you know what it is. I think this
install this hack and you'll play the original GBA version on your PC, and I'm like, perfect.
I don't even want.
I want to support them. I want to support the game, so I don't want to like ROM through it if I can avoid it.
Here's the thing.
But if I'm doing that, it needs to be. I want a Steam sale on it because I'm not repaying, $15 for a game I've already bought before. And 2, more importantly, like it needs to have that thing because I just look at the ass ugly setup that they have, and I can't. Like I look at them like no.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind the layout. Like, guess what I want is like they just like someone mod the game to be more like how it traditionally should be, because there's a lot more issues than just how it looks. Like the save point issue is like the biggest like deterrent to that game.
How they fudge the save points.
Yeah, I think you can only save at certain points now. You can't save it like you can't like go outside and save anymore.
Oh, you have to find specific save points and
I think they.
No, I don't like that at all. No.
So I hope. And second of all, I heard the translation's not that good.
Yes, that one I do know for sure.
So my hope, and thirdly, the layout for like the layout and stuff. It's not. It's the ugliest. It's ugly as sin. That needs to be fixed like right away. Yeah. So if they can fix all 3 so it can be like more traditional and use the Final Fantasy VI translation from GBA, I'll pay them $15 as a matter of fact. Like that's how much dedicated I am if they can find a fix to it. Yeah. I'm waiting to find that news. As soon as that news comes, everything else comes after. But again, how the hell were they hiding behind those signs? Sorry. They gotta promote Pizza Hut somehow. By the way, those were not in the original game. They would just come out regularly from the sides. Yeah. But they needed to show Pizza Hut. I mean, it is super ninja for them to just like
the sign drops. I'm like, wait a second, how did you fit behind Ninja? All right, but you're a robot, Ninja robot. Also, and I got put in this one because of Deb. Final Fantasy X-10-2 Remaster is on sale for $15, and I'm like, okay, I have my issues of 10's story, but I've been constantly defending. Deb and I have been defending the game to other people, going like, no, you don't get it though. The battle system is the best battle system of any Final Fantasy game. The graphics are amazing. The music even more so. It may have one of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time.
I think we discussed this on the day I went over to your guys' house for the weekend.
Oh yeah, you were there for one of our conversations.
We've had I was like, look, other than that lacking scene, I wouldn't mind going back to playing Final Fantasy X-10-2 because like I never finished 10. Other than that lacking scene, I was intrigued by the actual game itself.
Well, the laughing scene, at least in context, works. Like, I understand what he's trying to do. He's teaching a super repressed girl how to at least even just fake laugh. I mean, like, the whistle scene, I think, is more effective when he's trying to teach her how to whistle.
Yeah.
That, to me, is much more effective in terms of what they're trying to get across. But it's a guy who's happy-go-lucky, basically saying, hey, super depressed girl who has to go through this bullshit, even if you have to fake happiness, at least fake happiness. Like, I understand emotionally, it could have been directed better. No, my issue was always like the friggin' like underwater sex scene.
Oh,
like,
I love that scene. Screw you.
I don't know. It's a little creepy to me. I don't know.
Yeah, screw you. I almost cried because how beautiful it looks. Screw you.
I know a lot of people. My friend Jesse loved that sequence because my friend Jesse, I think, had a Yuna fetish.
Oh my God.
Which I don't blame him. Yuna is pretty hot, but look. I'm willing to admit that Yuna is hot. She's dumb as a brick, but she's hot.
But no, I see your point too. It's just like but
it feels weird. It feels like I'm watching like my friends make out or something. I'm just like, it's cool, guys. Could you? I don't need to. Thanks.
I think after that, just after that, I stopped playing the game.
Oh man. So you never had to deal with Unalesca. That's good.
Not yet. Because my plan is to eventually buy the games on because I want to buy them like on a disc. I want to buy those and Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5.
Yes, I know that way.
I see those on at Walmart. They're like $15.
Well, here's my thing with the Kingdom Hearts remix games. I want to play them with the boss lady around because she is a Disney freak and knows all the trivia stuff. So essentially, she'd have my laptop open with a guide thing for like the hidden orbs and crap like that, or whatever the hell those hidden deals you have to find sometimes are.
There's not so many hidden things. It was actually kind of straightforward. So that's a good news.
Okay.
It's all self-explanatory. Where you might need a guide, would be to know where to grind some of that stuff is.
Okay. So that's something I can look up on my own and just do without a stream. But during the main streaming segments, I want her going through and talking about the history of like Peter Pan and the history of Lion King and stuff like that. And like,
does she know about Tron? Oh yeah, she does. Okay.
She knows about everything. She is Disney the way I am with like Star Trek and Star Wars.
So she's like,
and she's a Star Wars fan. Don't get me wrong, but her like,
So she's like me.
What she knows the most name trivia about is Disney.
So she's like me and Saint Seiya.
Yes.
But I can like name you everything about Saint Seiya. By the way, I've been playing the Mobagi to that game. That game is interesting. I've been getting to mobile hell. I don't know if I told you that.
No. You talked about like playing a bunch of idle games, but you haven't talked about anything else here.
No, okay, let's see. I've been playing the following. Obviously I've been playing Puzzles and Dragons.
Yeah.
I've been playing Brave Frontier. Sometimes I'll play a game or two of Pocket Mortys. Because that game's fun.
Oh, I Pocket Mortys. I haven't gotten around to starting that shit.
It's
I realized that one of the games I downloaded during one of the big sales they had was Parasite Eve 1. And then Parasite Eve 2 on sale as well. And I'm like, oh shit, I can have both games. I've never even played.
How much is it, like $3?
Yeah, $3.
Not bad, I might consider it. But let's see.
So I don't know if it's just more of the same or what the deal is. Oh, Vagrant Story. I do own Vagrant Story. I'm not owning that again.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, you fucking... Okay, go on.
Oh, Vagrant Story was also on sale, and I'm like, nope, I owned that on PlayStation 1. Not getting that again. There's certain games I'm willing to get a second time. Vagrant Story is not one of them.
Yeah, I got that one in thinking that maybe it did age. Nope. But you know what? I don't mind because I think I paid like what it was like $5 because it was like a special.
Oh, I wish it was on sale for cheaper. I'd totally buy it if it was cheaper.
Which one? Vagrant Story?
Steins Gate.
Oh! It's about $16, right?
24.
Oh, cause I saw it for 16 like not too long ago.
$24.99. I think I can get it on Steam for like half that.
I don't think it's on Steam.
Oh, Steins Gate never made it to Steam?
Never made it to Steam.
Huh.
You'd be surprised what is it on Steam. Like I'm still waiting for them to like put like an official like the Tsukihime like or one of the
That's
Titan
not out
games.
yet. Actress Again isn't coming out until like February or March.
To Steam?
For the US, yeah.
What? Okay, fine. Fuck.
You have time. Is what I'm trying to say. You have time. It's the reason why you're like straight like, why isn't it on there? I'm like, it is gonna be on there. Just gotta wait a month. Chill your butt, dude. Like, I'm the Tsukihime fanboy. Like,
Yeah,
trust me, I know.
You're the Type Moon guy.
Yeah, I'm the Type Moon guy. I'm the guy who sits there going like, oh, all you basic bitches in your Fate Stay, you know, fuck that noise.
Yeah, because I don't mind, like, I like Fate Stay, I like that, but I don't mind, but I really want to get into Tsukihime and all the rest of the Titan stuff. So it's like,
Yeah.
So, like, knowing that, okay, fine, perfect, they got my money, they may have my money day one. But what's surprising is they don't have on Steins Gate.
Yeah, I figured they would.
Nope.
They've been having so many more visual novels nowadays that I just figured, oh, well, of course they have Steins Gate on there.
No, they don't. That's the one that's like, okay, fine, you may get my money.
Well, like, after going to that panel and talking to the visual novel guy, I'm like, I kind of want to just start reviewing visual novels again. I think I could have a lot of fun just going through and playing those and just kind of surfing through the right ones. My only issue I have is that one, honestly, if I'm going to be playing something for 20 hours, a nude scene isn't too much to ask, is it? When it comes
Like,
to
I want to get
visual
some
novels,
poon here for like, look, I've been here for like 30 hours just reading through like your mundane life. For God's sakes,
Yeah.
give me some sort of poon.
It's the one thing I like about the Type Moon games is that you don't go through so much of the mundane, like, day-to-day at your school bullshit, which is the part that I hate about most of those games, because I could give a fuck about math class. I graduated high school. I don't need to go back. Thank you very much. Zero desire to do that.
Baxter
But
Stockman
it's-
looking like a fucking cat. I don't know why.
Yeah, they kind of botched that design.
Yeah. By the way, this was never in the arcade game.
Yeah, this is one of the 2 extra levels. I hated this level when I first played it. Not because I was like a purist, because I really wasn't when I was...
I can see why, because like
Fine.
these ice things would like fuck you over.
Yeah, it's just that like this level was balls hard.
There's this one, and then there's like the ninja room.
I'm trying to find a new like metaphor for hard. Like I've been trying to pull off like harder than a porn star's dick, but like it just doesn't have like a roll to it. But balls hard was always annoying to me because I'm like, well, my balls aren't hard though. Or is that supposed to be a baseball reference?
I think so.
It doesn't
Fucking
work.
hell!
I told you, man. That level sucks. That's why stage like codes exist.
Oh god. Killer snowman. We'll shoot missiles! Thank you,
Hey.
Shredder!
Look, if Shredder's gonna use a weather control machine, he's gonna go all out with his henchmen. It'd be actually fun to do. Set up a MAME and actually like play through the original arcade game, like
I
co-op.
was
and
thinking
stuff
that, as a
like
matter of fact. But the thing
We have a
is,
lot of fun doing that.
the thing is, I wanted just something a little bit longer. So like I thought,
Yeah.
I thought I played the NES version.
Well, what I mean is like just for us co-oping, especially if we could get all of us together co-oping. You know, we got like a nice 3-man team or 4-man team going through it.
You know that would be snowball assholes. Anyways, no. Fuck. Anyways, you'll see what happens. I went very silent. The only issue is there's no emulators that I know of that can do 4 players.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue with even MAME has its limitations.
Yeah, 'cause
And
I do Fightcade,
it's-
and it's like I do Fightcade all the time, and that's I love doing Fightcade. But the thing is, my only issue is like if I want to play like any other game like that's not 2 players. Like if
Yeah,
I want to play like if I want to play Alien vs Predator, It's only 2 players only, and I'm like, I really want that 3rd guy with us.
Yeah.
Or if I want to play Captain Commando, we can't do the 4-player setup either.
Well, I've never even played Captain Commando, so...
It's a good game. It's a long but fun game.
I've heard really positive things about it. I mean, look, there's a reason why he made it into the Versus games. He had enough popularity to...
No, there's a reason why he made it into the Versus games, because he has a great assist.
Yeah.
He's a assist beast.
Oh, so... Oh, shit, I can't talk about that. It's NDA stuff. Damn it.
No, that's fine.
There's an NDA thing. Maybe I can do this without outing the person. Because the game may have already come out in Japan, maybe?
Which, like...
Nitro Blasters Plus?
What?
Nitro Blasters Plus?
I think it's out in Japan, but, you know, just to be safe. Yeah.
Okay, then I probably shouldn't... Because there's a character who... The description for certain characters have, like, you know, archetypes based off of other things, and so it was one of the things I was told about a specific character in that game by someone involved in that project that I'm not allowed to talk about because I'm press, and I said I wouldn't, like, you know, abuse confidentiality. I'm like, damn it!
No, that's fine. We'll just leave it at that.
Well, yeah, I'll leave it at that. So
it's a character that plays against similar to another character, and it seems to be really awesome.
There's a character who plays essentially like a ripoff of Captain Commando.
Okay.
In terms of like just having all your buddies like show up to help you out, kind of a thing.
All right, I'm down with this. But like I said, like I need to see who it is. But once I put 2 and 2 together, you know, hey, screw it, you know.
I'm back and forth. I've heard Nitro Blasters has the big problem of being massively unbalanced, but we went through Vanguard Princess, which also has some major balancing issues. So you know, it's not like that big of a deal for us. I mean, it's also a point of like, yeah, we're used to unbalanced games. Let's do this.
Like the most popular game in the world, for like 10 years was an unbalanced piece of shit called Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
That's true. But part of the fun of that game was breaking it basically.
No, because it's like, okay, fine. You can only use 6 characters in that game. Then after that, everyone's like low tier. Like unusable tier, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, but we had fun doing the whole like, you know, okay, to use the Pokemon equivalent for this, we had a lot of fun going for the UU category.
Okay, that's something I'm surprised they haven't like adapted, because I guess I don't know. It's like that's the thing I would love to see more in like tournaments where it's like, okay, we know this game is broken. But you can only use these characters, the roster like that. You should be able to say, okay, let's have a tournament, but you can only have this ranking characters in the game.
Yeah. So we used it first, because I mean, seriously, if you used friggin' like Cable or something, then you're just... I can't do anything against you, you know? It's bullcrap. But, you know, if we're all playing as like friggin' Spiral and, you know, some of the other, like, 0-tier characters, we get a little more fun out of it.
Yeah.
If I'm playing as Storm or something, and, you know, I'm not nearly as broken as playing as, you know, some of the other characters.
Okay, so we got people here on the chat saying hi. Comment Offenser on YouTube says hi, so hello.
Hey man.
Let's see. Also on Twitch, I got Tyso saying, "What's up, man? What's up?"
We're playing us some classic NES Ninja Turtles, bro. I just said bro because it's like midnight and I don't give a crap. I'm just playing on my tablet, like watching Ninja Turtles. This is fun. This is good.
Oh fuck! It's gonna blow!
Run, hide and run. Hide while running.
Oh god, that car's gonna move. I remember that. It's like I having PTSD memories. Like, oh shit, I remember this. Now I'm flashbacks.
That's one of the most fun things though when you're going through certain games and you're like, oh right, then this happened. Oh crap.
No, that card right there. It's like it's off color. That means something's gonna happen with that car.
Yep. At least the game gives you the hints like that. It kind of reminds me of that scene from Virtuosity where they're going through the virtual thing to hunt down the criminal.
Don't. Okay.
And I'm not gonna like. Well, Virtuosity's a movie from the freaking like 90s. Like I can't.
Virtuosity the one with Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe and Denzel Washington.
Yeah. Because like, there's that one I was also thinking of Johnny Mnemonic for some odd reason.
Well, Johnny Mnemonic's awesome too. I highly recommend Johnny Mnemonic. That's based off William Gibson, man. Hell yeah. But in the very beginning, they're going through this computer simulation. Though technically, you don't know it's a computer simulation until they get out of it. But it's the first 5 minutes of the movie. I'm not counting that as a spoiler. And basically, you know, they go through and he figures out what building the criminal guy is, and he catches him and whatever. And when he gets out of when Denzel Washington gets out of the simulation, they go, "Well, how'd you know he was in that building?" And he's like, "On the wall, it was : smiley face, dash parentheses." Turns it, he's like, "That was an old school thing for smiley face because they're trying to establish it's in the future." So
I should have seen that one coming.
Yeah. But he's like, programmers always put in some sort of clue to tell you about certain things that are going to happen in a game, and that's all this is just another stupid game. And I'm like, I kind of like that because, yeah, that is what they do. I mean, it's the same thing here. The off-color cars are the ones that are going to run you over, and oftentimes successfully do so.
Like they just did to me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, which car is it? Oh, fuck.
Yep.
I finally remember, but I finally got used to the school to start doing this.
Yep. And like those trucks, I mean, you know someone's going to jump out of those trucks.
Okay, good.
Why else would the truck's there?
Well, I do know for a fact that the end of the level would, like, actually in the arcade game, the actual would come out from those trucks. But this is the NES, so you don't have that much memory to do stuff like that. Also, a little known fact here, in the arcade version, you'd fight Rocksteady and Bebop, but instead, because of memory limitations, now you're fighting Boxer Stockman again.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, they're fucking mine. They just came out of the fucking car.
Yeah, I told you.
So also, what I've been playing also is I've been playing a lot of iKatsu. They finally made a mobile game of that.
Yeah, that made the boss lady happy. She's like, "Hey, that's me." Or those my ladies. Those my ladies. That was the line.
I'm surprised by it. It's actually competent. Like, it's more competent than I thought it was going to be.
Well, I mean, she loves the Idolmaster game, and that's really well done.
Well, true, and that is made by Bamco as well, so...
Yeah.
I didn't want to use that, but oh well. No, stop hitting me, you stupid fly! And the other game, like the reason why the conversation she talked about we started with Saint Seiya was the fact that they actually made us a mobile game of Saint Seiya not too long ago.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Actually, it just came out like that few days after the Aikatsu game.
Huh.
And then also they announced they made a Digimon game. It's actually very good. That's one of the games I highly recommend anyone getting into. So I'm playing all those games on my mobile phone, so it's like... Part of me, it's like, I wish I could find a way to like emulate what I like the movement and stuff like that I'm doing on my phone and then stream that. Stream my dailies. Wee. Where are you one? Let's get to that secret factory.
Is this the other hidden level?
No.
Or the other level, or is it?
No, this was in the arcade game. They just what they did is they split this level up though.
Oh, that's right. Because of, again, that memory limitation thing we were just talking about.
Yeah, because in the arcade game, like you'd go through the level regularly, and then halfway through the level you'd go through the game becomes like the skateboard scene.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, any continues or any game genies or anything like that. This is as far as I made it.
Yeah, we usually get crushed in actually the previous level usually. I think 2 players we could make it like this far-ish.
Yeah. Get off me, Roadkill Rodneys. Yes, those are the name of those robots.
I know it is. I guess you're saying that for people on that.
Well, that too, because I was like, I can't believe I remembered it. Actually, this topic came up because my friend was actually streaming the arcade game not too long ago. And we were like wondering, who are those guys? It's like, oh, yeah, they're Roadkill Roddies. Who? I was like, and I'm the Ninja Turtles guy. I should know about this kind of thing, but nope. That wasn't that night.
Toys of the Roadkill Rodneys?
What?
Were there ever toy releases for Roadkill Rodneys?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
That's why
I remember looking for the toys of those because I thought that'd be kind of a cool thing to have. Because like we had the Mauser toy and stuff like that, so
yeah, that was like
I think some of those different like,
motorized.
would always be kind of fun.
Stop. The only thing I don't like about this level is that it's so plain in the NES version. Then again, too, it was actually very vacant also in the arcade version. The only thing that they spruced things up with is they actually added like they would add like tires and stuff like that, and like maybe a wall or two just to stop you. But other than that, it's like, ow.
Yeah, it's really just walk down this road. Try not to get hit by a car.
Try to get hit by a car with these nukes! Who okayed this shit? There's overkill and then there's this.
Yeah, I know. So there's just like, you know what? Screw it. Throw bombs at them.
Then I get to it's like that is something stereotypically cartoon of an enemy to do. Here, take these. Like, why do I want to do these? Let's just go. Ow. Yeah. So yeah. Not really much happening in all the video games as of late, you know. Oh, they did announce that they're gonna have a Final Fantasy VII press conference to announce the date of Final Fantasy 15 on March 30th.
Yeah, they've been talking about getting that the big press thing. I didn't review. I didn't bring up in the news because
well, it just came out today.
Watch it, and it'll be in Japanese. So
actually, it's gonna be here. It's gonna actually be held here in the U.S.
Oh, okay. Shit.
And
oh,
actually,
my bad.
In San Francisco, of all places. So I'm pretty sure.
Where has their base there as well?
I thought their base was in your neck of the woods.
Nope. Not that I know of.
Yeah, it's. I thought it was like by LAX and shit. I thought that's where their home base was. One of them.
One of them, but I thought they were in San Francisco based.
Either that or they always do shit in San Francisco. I don't know why. Nope. Not today. Stop giving me love. I don't want any love. Stop hugging me.
It's just like this onslaught that just never ends. You're like, where are all these guys coming from?
So yeah, how about that?
Oh
Evo
god, I hate this part. No, I take it back. We could get to over this part, and then we get killed like trying to jump kick those things to death.
Yeah, this is. Like I said,
Yeah.
the thing. There's some things that in arcade games they should have died. There's some concept that like whenever they bring it into the arcade, they should just take out. This should have been this should have been just those like should have been just those machine gun guys. That's
Yeah.
so I saw the Evo announcements.
Yeah.
I'm generally shocked that Pokken to be in that list.
I am too. I did not expect that.
And if you, I saw the announcement of the when they announced it, and you'd be surprised like how many people were like, wait, what's gonna happen? Because apparently from like when they were first announcing the game, they were saying stuff like, oh, you need this controller and this and that, blah blah blah. That wouldn't work, but they justified a lot about what's going on, and I'm like, okay, you may have gotten a sale off me. So I'm actually seriously debating to enter Evo this year, for at least Pokken.
Do you have the skills to pay the bills? As
well,
they say.
That's the thing I'm afraid of, because the current champion of Pokken, who won the grand finals at when they first showed it off, was on your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Was Justin Wong.
Huh. There
So
you
I'm
go.
like, fuck, I had to be Justin Wong. But it's like it's something I'm willing to give like I got like what, I got 5 months to train myself. If I play a game like if I play a game like once like every 5 hours for the next couple of months, I'll be pretty good.
You mathematically have it down.
You'd be surprised. I got nothing else to do. They're not giving me much work.
Of time dedicated to the game, so much as it's a point of having opponents strong enough for you to improve your skills.
That's the thing. I'm just gonna keep fighting until I find opponents. Not only that, I'm pretty sure I'll make for interesting streams when like comes time.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm mad at people, and people want to see me make an ass of myself on stream.
That's true.
I don't care about my win-loss records. I just want to entertain the people.
There you go.
As such, you like whatever you do, don't look at me playing Ghost in the Shell. My TE record would scare a player to like not play the game anymore. Hey, that's a good game, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Oh god, I've been waiting for the stream. Hello there. Hello, Jarell Jan. How you doing?
Thank you for the chilling with us.
I'm surprised we're getting a lot of people on YouTube. That's something like, you know, we don't usually get. Usually it's either on Hitbox or on Twitch that we're getting a lot of people, but I'm happy that we're getting people now on YouTube.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Gotta get all them bases covered, man.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the one thing about doing a classic like this is that it gets people interested.
Yeah, because it's like, I would have played Ghost in the Shell, but I don't want to sit up. I don't want to spend like half an hour setting it all up. I want to just turn on the emulator and just start playing. Yes, I'm playing through the emulator. I'm a damn dirty fool for playing on an emulator.
I'm not technically supposed to be admitting that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But here's the deal. Oh shoot. What the hell was I looking for again? Damn it. Why would I fucking stuff up like that? Has to be a supportability. There it is. It's gonna cost me. That's it? We'll do that. With Final Fantasy Origins being on sale, I'm so tempted to buy that and then just have our team be the Final Fantasy 1 characters and we just do a Final Fantasy 1 run.
Yeah, you
And it would be like, why aren't you speedrunning this game? I'm like, because I suck at speedrunning Final Fantasy 1. I tried it before, years ago in college. I died because I couldn't level up fast enough because I don't know the speedrunner leveling up tricks in Final Fantasy 1. Because I suck like that.
It's because it's a luck. That's all you need. You need like a lot of luck to go into that. When you do a speedrun, you rely more on luck to like make critical hits and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, the other issue with that game that I've always found was the simple fact that those people who can do like the insane, like I'm gonna do a white mage run, I don't know how they do that. Like, I don't know if that's just really time consuming because you have to keep resetting when your party gets wiped out. If that's power leveling like some sort of insane monster person. I don't know. I don't want to watch someone's run like that because, like, to me, I have more important things to do with my time. But, like, bravo to the people who can do that.
I played through it and I die a lot. That seems about right for anybody playing Final Fantasy 1. Because it's like, I don't think anybody, like, unless you had Nintendo Power at the time, I don't think you really knew I don't think anybody knew what they were doing.
The one nice thing about the release of the games, of the original game, was that in-game it doesn't tell you the difference in the strengths of the weapons and stuff, but they came with little pamphlet guides that had those things written down. So every time you're going to a weapon shop, you have to look up what you have, write down its stuff, and do the compare-contrast thing. And it isn't the most fun thing in the world to do. I will admit that, like, having the game just auto-do that for me just makes life 1,000 times easier. But that's the only reason I don't want to go back and play the NES version, is I don't want to have to find a chart online of all the different weapons so I can compare and contrast stuff. Like, I'd rather play one of the other versions that actually has that auto in there, because that makes the game way more playable. The game's still hard if you don't know what you're doing, and even if you do know what you're doing, like, I always remember just that Earth Cave. Like, once you get to the Earth Cave, like, man, you think you're pretty awesome, and then you go into the Earth Cave, and then you just get the crap kicked out of you. You're like, what did I do wrong?
Order a Pizza Hut, or else. Fuck it, I might need this. The thing I do miss about the arcade, of this game is that I do miss the voice clips.
Yeah.
Even though they weren't the original voices, still like that added like a lot of character to the game.
But it was at least nice having a little bit of. I mean, that's the thing of the 16-bit versions of the game, is that at least, well, not that it's of that game per se, but the 16-bit versions that continue that arcade game style tradition, is that they do at least have some voices in there, which is always kind of nice.
Which Final Fantasy game you both like? Jared?
Hmm.
That's what our person said here in chat. Which Final Fantasy?
I don't know how much we agree on with the various games in the franchise. If we're just going to talk about the main games, I'm not going to add in any of the side games and stuff like that. My absolute favorite is still Final Fantasy VI, which I played as 3 on the Super Nintendo way back when. Back when I was in junior high. That's how old I am. And then 4. And I have a lot of like runners-up ones that I'm like, I like this game except for this or that. Like, I like 7 except for I hate the fact that I can't skip my summons and stuff like that. I like 10, although the story is a little inane. It's easier to mark down the ones I don't like, usually, more than the ones because like 5 is like a guilty pleasure for me. Like, I know I shouldn't like 5, but I do kind of like 5. But I think my top 3 would be 3, 4, 6. I really do like 3, even though 3 and 5 are essentially the same game. Just because, okay, slight spoiler for 3, you get through like the first couple dungeons, and then you realize that what you thought was the world is actually a floating continent, and there's like a bunch of other continents outside your floating continent. And I love that little revelation of like, oh man, the world is way larger than I thought it was. And I always like when they do that in a game. There's a couple other games. Tales of Symphonia has a thing kind of like that. Final Fantasy IV has a thing kind of like that. And I've always liked you're in an RPG, you think you've traveled a good chunk of the world to then find out, oh, by the way, that's like half or a third of the actual real world. And the 3 wins me over for that. Although 5 has a thing like that too, come to think of it. So, I don't know, maybe 3 and 5. I'd have to do a battle between the 2. I like the 5 characters slightly more, especially because the original Japanese name for the leader, for your party leader, is Butts. And I've always found that hilarious because I'm 12. I don't know. 3 and 5 would fight out for my 3rd place, depending on my mood. But the only ones I never really liked, I didn't like 2. I haven't played any of its remakes. Maybe its remakes have fixed some of the problems with that game. 8, mostly because of the combat system in 8. I don't like the whole equipping your spells as buffs. God, the combat in 8 sucked. It was so unbalanced and so bad. Everything else in 8's kind of fine. The story's a little dumb, but whatever. It's a Final Fantasy game. I want to point out that in part 1 you time travel. in other games you go to space for usually no real reason. There's a couple of games you go to space for no real reason. Just part 10 too, you're running around collecting orbs so the girls have different clothes, so like asinine stuff in the world of Final Fantasy is just kind of like, I can get over dumb plot points if the gameplay is good enough, which is why 10, I don't hate 10 because 10 has great gameplay and great graphics and great music, and the only flaw is the story. So, yeah, it's one of those things. 12 again, gameplay was crap, so I just could not really enjoy 12. 13, same problem, gameplay is crap. So, 9 I never played. So, I know a lot of people love 9, I'm sure the gameplay is great, I've just never played it. It just slipped through the cracks. So. But yeah, my deal with the Final Fantasy games really comes down to the gameplay and the leveling system. And if that's not done right or done in a way that I like, I can't play the game. And that goes for a lot of JRPGs, actually. There's other ones I played where I'm like, I hate this leveling system, or, the controls are so messed up. Or even stuff like, the PlayStation 2 had a couple Shining Force games, which are generally fun games, but the terrible voiceover, and the fact that your AI allies just spam their spells to the point that they run out of magic, and then they just kind of sit there like idiots, drives me up the wall, because that bad partner AI hate it. I have that issue of some of the Tales Up games too. The partner AI is pretty crap. This was the added level, wasn't it? Of the stupid cat boss thing here you're fighting.
Yeah. Anyways, my answer would be simple. It's like I liked Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6. Simple as that.
Yeah.
7, I have my issues, but I think I need to replay it again to like verify if those issues are still. See if those issues still stand. 8, I know for a fact that it's just crap. I knew that right away.
It's a beautiful game. The music's pretty good too. It's just as soon as you have to start fighting monsters, you're like, oh man, this sucks. That is the real flaw of 8. I saw that on Steam and I'm like, oh man, I do kind of want to play this again. And then I click into it and I look at I'm like, no, I don't. No, I really don't. I think the Final Fantasy Record Keeper version of going through 8 is the best way to go through 8. You fight regular old school Final Fantasy battles and without having to draw magic or any of that crap. And you just get the story laid out for you after you beat a handful of fights. It's like, Squall and his party did this. Then Squall and his party did this. And then Squall went to a dance. I'm like, alright. Then Squall goes to the garden. Then Squall gets a magic lamp from Headmaster Sid that has the devil inside it. And you must fight the devil now. And then they go on a train. And they fight Zombie President. It was like, okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember Zombie President. That's right. Man, the plot of 8 makes no sense.
Nope, no it doesn't.
Time paradox ending and all that other crap. Like, oh god.
What do you have to say about the upcoming Final Fantasy VII remake?
I'm mixed on it.
I am like, look. I was going to saying this. I just wanted to be good. That's all I wanted. At the end of the day, that's all I want. Final Fantasy, any Final Fantasy game, period. Whether it be a remake of Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy 15. At the end of the day, I just wanted to be good. I don't care if it has.
My thing with 15 right now is I'm just afraid of the combat system.
I saw the combat system. It's all right. The thing is, it's like I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to capitalize on Monster Hunter. I know what they're trying to do.
Well, that's what they're doing. That's what it looks like. 7's combat system looks like Monster Hunter as well.
So it's like I know that right away what they were trying to do. Like right from the start, it's like, oh, it's Monster Hunter. I know this. I've seen this combat system before. I don't mind it. It's just, how is this gonna like? Can they streamline this for like not only for one player to play it and have competent people be around you, but how are they gonna streamline it enough so they can keep people's attention for a long time? That's what I want to know.
Well, again, it's the Final Fantasy 12 problem of they tried to make it play like MMO and it ruined the game. Everything else in the game's fine. The story, the graphics, the music, when it's all, the music's okay. But the story and the story's really good. The graphics are pretty, but fighting sucks in that game. And you have to set those gambits, and if you don't set them right, you gotta be like a programmer to figure out how to set your gambits right. And if you can set your gambits right, then you basically breeze through the game without any trouble. And if you don't set your gambits right, you just get your ass kicked. So it becomes that kind of, I'm like, no, I don't like having to have a degree in programming in order to figure out how to make my characters work right. How about you make some AI that doesn't suck ass? How about that, Squares? Is that a possibility? And so, here's my other issue. You want to do like a real-time combat system? Friggin' Star Ocean and Tales of have been doing that for years. Mimic that system. If Final Fantasy VII Remake played and battle system-wise like any of the current Tales of games, oh, I'm in like Flint, man. Hell yes. Let me have my characters, let them have their funny quips and stuff, and let me run around as Cloud hacking and slashing the hell out of stuff while like Tifa punches things in the face, Barrett machine gun arm stuff, and Yuffie casts spells. Hells yes, let's do this. And I said 4 because the Tales of always have 4 on your team. That's why I went 4, not 3 like the game originally had. I'd have a lot of fun with that. That would make me happy. The looking like Monster Hunter, or well, I think it might be actually aping off of Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. I'm worried about the battle system in 15 and in 7 Remake. But I know a lot of people are pissed about the whole episodic thing, but for saying each one is like a full game, I'm assuming it's going to be one of those like, here's essentially a remake of Before Crisis,
Here's the remake of Crisis Core. Here's the remake of 7. Here's the remake of Dirge of Cerberus, and here's the remake of Advent Children. Just go through the whole saga like that.
When I heard that, I was like, look, if you're gonna go through episodic, you better sure as hell have Before Crisis. What's the name of the anime before? What's the name of the anime that they did?
Oh, the anime is just Zack running away with Cloud. That's essentially covered partially in Crisis Core.
So Crisis Core, Before Crisis, Final Fantasy VII like vanilla, Final Fantasy Advent Children, and then Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus. If you can provide it to me in that order, then you got, you know what, I don't care.
And if you want to add in extra side story stuff, I'm perfectly fine with that. If it's like, we've expanded Before Crisis where there's this Barrett backstory mission in there as well, and there's a Sid backstory mission, and so I'd be in. I'd be like, hell yeah, I'd love to see some backstory stuff. Hell, I wouldn't mind a sequel game that's just Yuffie doing Yuffie stuff, because I freaking love Yuffie. I don't care about all the haters out there who hate Yuffie. Yuffie is awesome.
That's the thing. Like Vincent got one. Why not Yuffie? Yeah. And you can go through the entire game without even getting her.
Well, here's the deal with Yuffie, is that of all the characters, she's the one who goes off and continues like doing adventuring and stuff. Like Tifa just goes to run a bar, Barrett goes back to be a family man, Cloud goes off to like sulk, even though he totally shouldn't, because
he saved the world and shit. Like
he saved the world, he dealt with his personal demons. So really, I guess he went back to like, to probably run the. Let's just go with my headcanon. He went to run the bar with Tifa and probably banged the hell out of her a good 15,000 times. And good for him. He deserves it. Kate Sith just gets shut off, and whoever the hell was controlling him just goes and does his own, dicks around with the
he does play an important part in Dirge of Cerberus.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's off with like Vincent having like Shinra adventures, and Sid's probably just off somewhere smoking. But like Yuffie goes off to continue being like a materia hunter and stuff like that, and I'm like, that would be kind of a cool game. Just imagine this: Platinum Games, Final Fantasy VII, Yuffie's Revenge, or something like that.
That would be above him at this point.
It is just done in a Platinum Games style, but you're playing as freaking Yuffie, and you're chucking a giant ass like windmill shuriken, and you got like a katana, and you got like other ninja gear and crap that you could do. That game would be badass. It would be insane, like Revengeance, where it would make absolutely no sense, even in terms of the insanity of Metal Gear. But who cares? Let's be Ninja Yuffie, just ninjaing the crap out of stuff.
I wouldn't mind. Like they have my money at that point, because it's not above Squaresoft to do that now. They're doing Nier 2.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, look, we like what you did. We like what you were doing with Nier 2. Do Yuffie adventures, like, sold.
I mean,
it's like, go on.
There's certain characters where I'm like, I don't think I'd play a solo game as like Barrett. I just think would get old. I think I'd play like Gungrave actually.
Yeah.
Which gets a little old. Gungrave is fun for what it is, but you can only play a couple levels before you're like, yeah, I know, holding down the trigger button. This is fun.
It's like it's more presentation more than anything. That's what that game was.
Yeah.
Because it's Yasuo a fucking night owl, so for God's sakes, can't go wrong with that. But at the same time, too, it's like, oh fuck, bowling balls. But no, it's
an elevator level in a Konami game? What?
An elevator level in a side scroller? What?
Yeah, no, really. We're more amazed that it took this long to get to one.
Well, there was one technically. Well, no. Anyways.
Not like this, though. This is like the traditional. Although usually you get like 20 enemies jumping down and fighting you at the same time. But they did the bowling balls instead.
But yeah,
might be a gravitation thing there.
But yeah, I mean, I'm down for whatever they want to do. It's just like episodic wise. If they're gonna do an episodic, you better give me content. Don't be like, don't say here's $20 for a game and you only get like 5 hours out of the game. Like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, that's my biggest deal.
Like, here's how I see it. If you're gonna make the game episodic, if you're gonna make the core Final Fantasy VII episodic, sure as shit, you better sure as shit provide me that game. Better be $10 a pop, and a minimum of at least 20 hours of gameplay.
Yes. My big fear was when they said episodic, I'm like, oh good, I totally want to drop $20 to play through Midgar, and then another $20 to get to Temple of the Ancients, and then another $20 to get through, another whatever other key plot point I have. $20 to each of the major key plot points, and it's like, thanks guys. They're saying it's a full game, and they said they wanted to give more backstory to like Jess and Biggs and Wedge and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, that backstory stuff is contained in Before Crisis and Crisis Core. So, I'm perfectly fine if the first game is like Final Fantasy Zero and it's the Avalanche adventures where you don't even have Cloud yet. I know a lot of people would be pissy going like, where's Cloud? Why isn't Cloud here? But I'm like, dude,
there's a
we're
game
playing as
without
Avalanche.
Cloud.
We're using the original chick who led Avalanche, and we have Barrett, and we have Barrett's homies. I'm like, I'm in.
Like, it's like,
We're gonna go around and shoot things as Barrett.
We already have 2 games without Cloud. For God's sake, shut up.
Yeah.
We have Crisis Core, and we got Dredge of Cerberus. Even though, granted, Dredge of Cerberus, bad example, but
well, good intentions, bad execution.
Yeah.
Because that thing had those cool flashback missions and stuff like that, and it really did flesh out a lot of instances and stuff. But God, the
combat, like that's another game. That's another game that I think that would benefit a lot from Platinum remaking that.
Oh yes, I'd be in for that. Dude, I would accept Ninja Theory remaking Dirge of Cerberus at this point.
To be
It can
fair,
really piss us off. We can have like an alternate hair color version of Vincent with a completely different voice actor.
I was gonna say Ninja Theory, like they did that one really bad the Ninja Gaiden. They did that one really bad Devil May Cry game.
Sword.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Heavenly
Devil May
Sword.
Cry, but Heavenly Sword wasn't that bad.
No, and they worked on the combat recently in the new Disney Infinity game, and they
really?
say the combat's actually extremely solid. Like it's the most solid. It's the most solid those games. Like it's like it has no right to be as good in combat than it should have.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's like my friend he was playing the episode 7 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing shit like, wait a minute, this all looks a lot like Devil May Cry. What way Ray was moving around.
By the way, I want a Star Wars like Devil May Cry type game. I know it doesn't work with the Jedi because that's totally not their beliefs. They go and like hack and slash the hell out of everything with my lightsaber.
Well,
But-
Clone Wars.
Yeah, it's true, but not all the Jedi were. Depending on your episode of the cartoon, and if you're going through the Tartakovsky version, that's completely different.
Yeah, because
Tartakovsky
look,
version was Devil May
look.
Cry.
it's like look, yeah, killing other people bad, but let's kill hordes of like battle troopers. Yeah, hell yeah, let's do that.
But I mean, you could do a lot of fun. I mean, if you made it like a Mandalorian Wars game. There's no games that have really covered the Mandalorian Wars. Let's have our hack and slash Mandalorian Wars game where you're playing as a Jedi, you're going up against just crap tons of Mandalorians. Maybe the Mandalorians have some battle droids that are assisting them and other kinds of just enemies in there for the sake of it. It could be a lot of fun. Or better yet, do it the other way. Play as a friggin' Mandalorian. Get those Jedi boss fights up there at like friggin', bad example, but Force Unleashed level difficulty, just hopefully without so many stupid QTEs. God. I was talking to my brother about Force Unleashed recently, because we were talking about the comics, and the comics for Star Wars have a lot of Force Unleashed moments. And we're talking about Force Unleashed, and I was like, the game was a lot of fun. It's just too bad that like every time I came across a walker, instead of being an exciting way where I could use the Force to blow them up in new and unique ways, it was do enough damage to it, then hit triangle, then hit square, then hit circle, then hit triangle again. Okay, another one came up. Let me hack and slash at it. Now we hit triangle, then circle, then square, then triangle. And after a while, it loses its fun. Like, it's no longer fun to destroy a walker when you've seen this stupid sequence, for the 20th time in the game.
See, that's not my issue. I don't mind that. Where my issue lies with Force Unleashed, I would say Force Awakens. Then again, to have the same issue where I call Force Awakens Force Unleashed. Anyways, the
I've heard multiple people do that one, actually. I was like, dude, I saw Star Wars 7 Force Unleashed. I'm like, Awakens.
my issue with Force Unleashed is that the levels were just too fucking long. They were like I could have been done with this level like 80 screens ago, but this level just kept on going.
I don't put it on the length so much as it felt repetitive.
That too.
Like, the game length total is only like 10 hours. It's kind of short for a hack and slash, but instead of being like a bunch of short levels, it's like 5 really long levels. But my issue with it is just how repetitive. Like I said, it's the, oh good, another walker. I get to do this stupid thing again. And it just drives me up. I can't enjoy that. You know, I can't really... And like, if it was just unique, like, okay, I'm going to take it down, I'm going to keep hitting it with my Force Lightning, and now the walker explodes because, like, yeah, just Force Lightning it into the whole thing, like the whole thing just, like, explodes apart. Or, oh, I'm going to do, like, a lift and, like, throw it off, like, this cliff or something. Something really cool, unique ways of killing, like, the sub-bosses and stuff that don't require the same QTEs. But I was going through and saying, like, okay, for the boss fights, I get it, because a lot of those bosses were gimmick. On the Trash Planet, that dude is all gimmick. Like, you couldn't have that be a straight-up fist fight because dude won't let you have a straight-up fist fight. He's throwing crap at you, you throw it back. The Plant Planet has the kind of the same thing. You couldn't have a straight-up fight with that Jedi. It's all about dealing with those plants and stuff, and then you eventually get close enough to do your little combo and finish the job. That's just how the boss fights were set up, and I'm kind of fine with that. If that was the only time I had to do that gimmicky crap, and it wasn't every time I came across something slightly larger than a human. That being aside, I loved running around just Force Lightning and pushing and just all the crazy crap you could do. That was fun, but that's like GTA fun. That's I'm bored, so I'm just going to start a level up, and I'm just going to go and just spam my powers and act like a jerk. Just like, you know, in GTA, in one of those days, you're just like, you know what, I'm tired of doing story missions. I'm just going to drive into the middle of this mall and then just start trying to see how many people I can run over in the mall because I'm bored. You know, yeah, you do this sociopath thing every once in a while just out of like a sick fun because you can, and then you go back and you just do the story again later. You know, I've always had those moments where I'm just bored, and I'm like, you know what, I'm tired of these stupid story missions, I'm going to go and just act crazy. Repeating myself because it's late, sorry about that, everybody. But
we're almost done anyways. I mean, we have.
Yeah, we're at the end here. We're fighting Shredder. Well, you.
Guys, he's kicking my ass. I forgot how to fight this guy.
I like how they designed this to be I mean, other than the cheap Konami one-hit kills, because cheap Konami one-hit kills.
Well, that was every final boss at the time.
It was. It doesn't make it any less cheap.
That's the problem. It's like people are like, "Well, Konami did this." Like people are like, "Look how Konami used to do things." Like, look how Konami was cheap even then. It's like, no.
Well, no, it's a trope of this genre, and I understand that. I always called it a cheap one-hit kill because it was always one of those, like, it doesn't matter how good you're doing.
If you want to see cheap one-hit kills, go back and look at my footage of me playing the Sailor Moon arcade game.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ! One Queen Barrel takes 80% of your health just by touching you. She breathes and you die.
Well, I mean, you know, just for those episodes in the anime, I mean, like, that did not end well for the Senshi.
Yeah, but it's like, there you go. That's true, but it's just like one of those things where it's just like, I would get like literally, I would spawn. Like, I do my little, like, you know, invincibility time, and then, like, instantly she knows when my invincibility friend was done, and she just go on an assault. She just touches me, and that's it.
Yeah.
Freak the Foot, mangle of monsters, and total the Technodrome. But that's turtle power. Bulk, Shredder, and the Krang. Burn to dose, Great Rice to Milkshake, or escape to Dimension X. We all know none of us can sleep easy until our beds, and well, I didn't get that last part.
Earth shells.
Yeah. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I like how it's the end, question mark? Totally worth it for that congratulations. We watched the Technodrome blow up, we got to see a little thing say congratulations.
Congratulations. That's fine. Like, this is the kind of game that's like, it was like, I'm pretty sure the ending was much worse than the arcade game. And then the game would
It was the same thing, wasn't it? The Technodrome blows up, and then it does a whole, like, does the credits.
Yeah.
It's about the same, actually.
And then at the end, it's like, I think the credits would roll, and then just the game would start again, but, like, just goes like, hey, you gotta finish that quarter, son.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was like when me, Miguel, and a few others, we played the Simpsons arcade game, because he has it on his PlayStation 3. And we were going through, and we beat it, and we're like, yeah, we beat it! And then just watch the ending, and it's just, they get Maggie back, and then they pull the diamond out of, they give Maggie her pacifier, and she pulls the diamond out of her mouth and just tosses it on the ground, takes her pacifier, and the Simpsons just walk off, and that's just where the game ends. It's like, and there you go, this diamond randomly on the ground for whoever wants a diamond. Game makes so little sense. I love the Simpsons arcade game. It's just stupid.
I'm surprised that's one of those games that they haven't looked at, that, like, they haven't said, let's remake that.
There's probably weird licensing issues that they don't want to deal with.
And then also Konami's Konami's not the kind of company you want to be dealing with right about now.
Yeah, that seems to be the growing agreement on everyone's side. I mean, the one thing I would like to do if I could program, I would love to just make beat 'em up games like this, like The Simpsons, like X-Men, and just River City Ransom, even though technically like that was a different company. But you know what I mean, like. Actually, I like the River City Ransom a bit more so because of like the semi-RPG elements.
Yeah.
And kind of the same reason I enjoyed the Scott Pilgrim game. It's kind of like the ha 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 ha. Oh, there's Shredder's face. Ha ha. Okay, there you go. So yeah, the end? Question mark. I wish a giant question mark would just come over the game over part there. It's the question mark.
Is it over? Yes or no? Maybe. Nope.
I mean, because we knew there was going to be another game. We just didn't realize it was going to be time travel based.
Well, that was the arcade game at least, and that, like here we got like at least a game where it's like, wait a minute, what did you try to do this time? You just elevated Manhattan to where? Sky?
I love the Manhattan Project. That was actually a really fun game. Well, I mean, look at the plot of this one. He kidnaps April, and then you rescue her halfway through the game, and then you're like, you know what? I'm going to kick his ass anyways.
Well, you got to. He's just there.
No. You get April, then you rescue April, then you rescue Splinter, and then it's less like, you know what? Let's just get down to the Technodrome and beat the shit out of
You may as do what now?
Yeah. You just trek halfway across the city, saving our master and our friend, I guess.
Yeah.
And now, like, you know what, dude? It's freaking retribution time. We're going to this Technodrome. We're blowing up your base. We're just done. We're done, bro. Just cross some lines.
There's some shit you don't do, and that's making it waste our time.
Yeah.
It's not capturing our friends. No, it's not about getting our friends back. No, it's not about it's not about like finding our master back. No, it's because you wasted our fucking time.
Yeah. Do you know how many freaking foot soldiers we had to fight to get to you? Nah, dude. It's on now.
It's like,
you know what I would have loved in the cartoon if they actually had as a season finale, the Technodrome blows up, and then the next season, like, Krang and Shredder are just, like, living in, like, a little, like, lean-to by, like, the ocean. It's just like...
You don't know what happens at the very end, right?
I've never seen the end of the original animation.
Well, they slowly start to like make Shredder less of a threat, to the point where it's like the time when they do decide to bring him back.
Yeah.
They find him in a Technodrome, and the Technodrome is so dilapidated and so like it's been mothballed to hell.
Oh damn.
Because they're like, well, one season they're like, well, we need to find energy to charge it. We need to find energy to get out of Dimension X. We need to do this. We need to do that. At one point, they just gave up on the damn thing. It's like a bad Volvo.
See, I like that. It's just, granted, at that same time, you should introduce a new villain for them to face.
No, they did.
I remember in one of the later ones, they had some weird new villains. I was like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah, they introduced some new guys, and that's how they like got away with
Yeah.
That's how they got away with doing that. It's like Shredder would just disappeared at that one point.
I mean, like, it's like in Power Rangers where they got to a certain point, and then like Zed and Rita had like a camper, and they were just like out in the desert, and they're just like, man, wish we could get revenge on those Power Rangers. Yeah, I wish we could. Just want to take a nap? Yeah, I guess so.
Like, hey, yeah, you want to like we should like do something about this. Yeah, we should, but King Mondo's there. It's like I don't want to deal with King Mondo. I heard his farts just smell like oil. Like, no, I'm not gonna deal with that shit.
You know what I want to do? I mean, just sidetracking into Power Rangers real quick. I've always been curious about whatever Rangers season Zeo was based off of. Not because I love geometric shapes, but because like when I found out that like they in the American one they made it that had like young Prince and then they had like adult Prince like as his brother or something. But I heard in the original like Japanese, it's like an older version of the character. So I guess time passes in that story.
Yeah.
And I'm like kind of curious about that and how they played that off and what they did with that. That and geometric shapes, of course.
Well, the thing is that it's actually tech based. A lot of the stuff is tech based. Of that series, so a lot of it's grounded in a lot of reality.
Yeah.
So, if you can believe it, they're actually kind of like a paramilitary team.
That sounds cool to me.
Yeah, that's
what I liked about Time Force. You know, is that they made them kind of paramilitary, and they did a couple times in the American versions. And I don't have the Japanese to draw on because I've really seen a couple episodes of Zoo Ranger, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Zoo Ranger is too ridiculous for me to actually want to follow all the way through.
Well, to be fair, what's it called? Shout Factory's been they just announced Kaku Ranger as the next series.
Mm-hmm.
So couldn't pass them that next year they're gonna announce O Ranger, which is that series.
Which one's Kaku Ranger?
That's the one that they based the ninja the alien rangers on.
Okay.
And then they used all the
one
Zords.
They used like 5 minutes of for like half a season.
But they also used the Zords as well for a majority of that season.
Oh, is that the one where like the dragon and the white tiger and all that stuff come from?
No, that's Die Ranger.
Okay.
This is the one with like the frog,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, once I mentioned the frog, then it starts.
Yeah,
clicking.
then everything comes together. The two birds, and they got the frog, and then they got the yeah.
It's just like I have to mention the frog.
That one has really dumb Zords.
I love that one though, but the thing is, I have to mention the frog because like every point of contingencies always goes back to the movie where Adam's like, "I'm the frog."
Yeah. That was amazing though. Everyone loves that line.
Yeah,
and if you
Johnny Bosch is cool about that shit, by the way.
He usually says his favorite line is, "I'm the frog."
Yeah, Johnny Bosch is really cool about that. Like if you tell him to autograph something, and you ask him to personalize it, he'll gladly. If you say, "Yeah, I'll gladly put I'm a frog on it," he'll gladly put it in. It's like he knows what's up. He knows the number.
One of my favorite things with Johnny Young Bosch was one of the years at Anime Vegas. He was there with his band, and I just came up and I was like, "Hey, can we do an interview?" And like the band guys start to turn around. I'm like, no, I want to talk to the band. I'm actually really curious about your band. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, dude, why not? You came here with the band. What's the point of not interviewing the band? So I actually got to talk to the guys from Ice Shine, and they're pretty chill. And I was like, hey, what are your inspirations? When did you guys start playing together? And asking just the general kind of questions you'd ask to a band. Because I'd done radio for so long at that point that I was just like, talking to a band is more comfortable than talking to a single actor. I know how to talk to bands. I friggin' got to meet oh god, what was his name? Shoot. Because he's never been a big deal, but he was like background on everyone's records for a while. Crap. Not gonna remember the name. My station got to talk to a bunch of really random people, but I remember one. It was like T-Pain or something. I think it may have been T-Pain. Was T-Pain on I'm in Love with a Stripper? If T-Pain was on I'm in Love with a Stripper, then I got to talk to T-Pain before people knew him from On a Boat. But yeah, I just remember being able to interview them and like how happy the band was that like they weren't being ignored. And I'm like, man, that's BS, man. You're here for your band. People should care about your band.
Yep,
how many voice actors show up with their band? You know?
By the way, Jared, you are correct. It was T-Pain.
Yeah, I think I met T-Pain when he was like nobody.
Yeah. Ooh, 2005. Jesus, yeah, he was no one at that point.
Yeah.
No offense. It's just like, damn.
No, it's just having to do that, and then I remember just like seeing his name. I'm like, why does that name sound familiar? I was like, who's the guy? And then I came across. I was gonna do an AMV to "I'm in Love with a Stripper," but then I found they dropped a few too many N-bombs in that song for me to make that for a contest.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, there's a few too many N-bombs and a few other swears in here that are just gonna make this a little complicated. But I'm like, I looked at the name, like, wait a second, I met the guy who did this song. holy crap, I met T-Pain back when he was like nobody. And okay, granted, T-Pain still isn't anyone huge. When I say I met T-Pain, people are like, "Who?" I'm like, "I'm in love with a stripper. I'm on a boat."
Oh, that guy. Auto-tune guy.
They're like, but not one of the Lonely Island guys. No, I haven't met the Lonely Island guys.
Yeah.
That's after I got out of radio.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I like, what the fuck were we on before for all this?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was talking about like the silliness of the Ninja Turtles cartoon and how I always wanted to see like Shredder and Krang living in like a lean-to or a van down by the river.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's like they introduced a new villain. They're like, yeah, what, like they just let the Techno grow and grot because, well, fuck it, if this thing's just like an old beat up, like, you know, an old beat up Ford. We're not gonna even bother like repairing it at this point.
You know, speaking of the Turtles, one of the things me and one of my friends wanted to do, we never got around to doing it, was to, because Next Mutation was on Netflix for a while,
Yeah.
and we were like, dude, we need to just friggin' marathon some Next Mutation while just enjoying the hell out of like a case of beer.
That's like the only way you can enjoy that series.
And we just never got around to doing it, but it would have made one hell of a bad movie weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's normally bad movie night, but you know, it's going through a whole TV show. Although I don't think it's that long. It's only like 20 episodes or something.
I think so. I think it's actually 13, I believe.
Yeah, it's not a long. Because when I saw the length of it, I was like, you know what? Sitting down for 6-7 hours, a couple of drinks, like screw it. We could start at like 8 and go till 2 in the morning. Yeah, whatevs. We can do this.
Well, never mind. It's actually 26.
Oh no! Then maybe it was going to be over a whole day then, or over 2 days. But whatever.
But the thing is, it's over. It can be over like in like about in a day if you're good, because it's like what, each episode's like less than 20 minutes.
Yep, because we need to fit in all them advertisements for the kiddies.
Because it's like what, I think it's 18 minutes after that, like after everything. So it's like that's,
and especially when you skip the opening sequence and stuff like that.
So that's like what, 15 minutes each episode right after that.
Yeah, you're looking at like 16, maybe 17 minutes tops.
Yeah. So it's like so it's like you can do it. You can smoke that thing in a day if you know what you're doing. If you don't take any bathroom breaks, you'll be fine. Or you just do it in a bottle.
Well, the problem is when you add in like the drinking, then
that's why I said you just whiz in a bottle.
We have all these empty bottles, man. We're putting those to use.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
No, but one last thing I wanted to bring up before I close the stream was that Platinum's making a new Ninja Turtle game.
Yes, I do dig that trailer just to see the classic characters and stuff like that. It's pretty awesome.
And I think it's like I love, like I told you this, like I love Transformers Devastation. I thought like that game last year was like one of my games of the year. Yeah. The only thing that's preventing me from giving it like the highest mark, but the fact is I'm not paying $49.99 for that. The entire game, me playing it is on YouTube. You can see the archive of me playing it for like what, 5 hours.
Yeah, that you were warning me about that too when it was on sale, and you're like, wait for it to get a little cheaper.
Yeah, wait till like 15 at least. But it's like at the same time too, it's that same team that's doing it. It's like basically that's like their B team base. That's like Platinum's B team.
Yeah.
That's not like their main team that's making games like the Nier game and anything else that they're working on. Mm-hmm. It's like their B team that makes those games. And like I said, Transformers Devastation easily was one of my favorite games of the year last year, and I have zero doubt that this game's gonna be amazing because it's like they consistently proven to me that they can handle a game like this in such a short amount of time. Yeah, and I'm very sure it's the same game, just with a reskin, but I don't care. That's a solid, like, don't break what's not broke. Don't fix what's not broken.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Especially with something like
Ninja Turtles. Like one level is Leonardo, and one level is Raphael, and one level is give me Casey Jones level, and I think we'll be good.
No, because it's gonna like the Transformers Devastation. Everybody was with you at all times.
Oh, because the way it was looking like from the stuff I was seeing is you played as one of the specific characters.
No, you see all four of them at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And it's also in Transformers Devastation. There's certain points you just meet up with all the other characters.
Alrighty.
So it's like it makes no difference who you choose. It's like it's like your personal preference. Like for example, when I was playing Transformers Devastation, the only reason why I went with Sideswipe because he has like the most combo abilities.
I'd probably just rock Bumblebee. He was my favorite as a little kid.
I think his is speed. His is speed, and he excels at speed. The Optimus is balance. Grimlock is it's brute force,
Oh yeah.
and I think Wheeljack was really good at range attacks.
Okay.
So that's basically your breakdown. So I'm pretty sure it's like Leonardo's gonna be balanced. Raphael's gonna find a way to compensate for his size. Donatello's gonna be really good at doing something else, and then Michelangelo, since he's always been the speedy one in the Ninja Turtles, he's gonna be
Yeah.
speed only. So
Still would like me some Casey Jones, but you're right. If they're doing that whole kind of setup that they used for that one and using the same archetypes, I don't think Casey Jones is gonna fit in there.
they might be there just as for support, because April's there. God knows
Yeah, but I
they're
don't think April's gonna be playable.
That's what I
you mean
said.
the story characters?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I can see that.
And they said that the game is supposed to be not exactly like the new movie, but it's supposed to parallel the new movie.
Okay.
So it's supposed to have certain elements from the new movie, but not it's just its own original thing.
I would like it. I'd like a game that just followed the comic, the original parody comic, which took itself super seriously because that was the joke.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I loved that in Turtles Forever, where it's who are you guys fighting? The Shredder. The Shredder. We killed him years ago. And I'm like, oh yeah, they took him out in the second story arc of the comic.
Yeah, I like it was just too is they did the Frank Miller thing and did like internal dialogues and just being brooding. And
Yeah.
What are you guys insane?
Because the whole point was, hey, all comics are turning into this kind of bullcrap. Let's just make the most absurd heroes and do it.
Yeah, that's literally what they said. It's what's the most absurd thing we can think of? They're teenagers, they're mutants, they're turtles. And they're ninjas. Everyone likes ninjas.
Well, they came up with the design, and then they decided what to do with it, and that's where they're like, wait a second, what if we just did a Frank Miller story with these absurd characters?
Yeah. So it's fuck it. And it's that became the golden goose of the 80s right there.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those funny things where, I'm a writer, so I'm always trying to think of new ideas, and I'm like, what if I did a hack and slash, monster hunting kind of storyline, but instead of putting it in a fantasy universe, it's in the 1950s or 1960s, and just go full crazy with what I could do with that. Let's fight Cthulhu. Let's fight Lovecraftian nightmares, but we're doing it in the 60s.
So basically, you want to do the Ghostbusters cartoon just in the 1950s.
Yes, and it's just a different era. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Anyways, dude, I think I'm gonna close it down. It was good. It was good talk. Good stream. Good stream. I miss doing these streams. That's the thing. I'm always I don't want to do these streams, and then I start doing I fucking love these streams.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's I'm always I don't want to do this, but it's then I start actually doing it, and I'm I love this. I remember now why I like doing this.
Yeah, I mean, this is always just a nice, fun, cathartic, whatever. And we just play a classic game. Well, you play a classic game, I talk. It works pretty well.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done it, so it's
I've just been playing Pokemon and stuff, man. I don't care. Whatevs.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's it works for you because you can do something else. You're a fountain of knowledge, and I'm I'm just here occupied playing, but I'm good at multitasking myself. So yeah, so dude, we gotta find another. We need to find another day so we can actually start doing these again.
Well, it's because when your job basically screwed up our original schedule.
Yeah, but now my job's now my job's screwing me over, not giving me hours. So it's whenever you want to do it, man, let's do it.
Yeah, we'll come up with a day and a time. I mean, I can always adjust when I grab the news or whatever, and heck, I can grab the news actually while doing this. It's just that.
And like I said,
I can't afford it and stuff like that. But
like I said, it's it's a good way for me to inject whatever you talked about for the rest of that week when it comes to news and stuff like that. Because sometimes I'm I don't know how I feel about that. About this news, it's I want to talk about this, or I want to talk about that.
Well, even I have to select and choose stuff because I don't want our news things to go too long. I mean, I had that big catch up over what happened over winter break, 13-minute episode. But I try not to do that. I want most of our episodes to be under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I just want to be a digest thing. If you wanted all the news and super in-depth, you can go to a web zone and do that. I'm trying to give you the headlines and I'm not even making commentary. I'm like, this is what happened. Only occasionally do I make commentary where I need to make fun of Konami or Capcom or something like that. But I try to keep the commentary out of it because there's too many people out there trying to put their own spin on everything. And okay, yes, I'm not hugely keen on some of the decisions Capcom has made, and I've made that kind of clear. And I feel anyone who's listening to my news knows that I have issues with Capcom stuff, and I have issues with like censorship in general.
We just got a new subscriber. I don't know where I didn't look off screen, but we just got a new subscriber somewhere. So if you can speak up before we go. But thank you for subscription because we need all the subscriptions we want. Like I said, the pot's getting bigger, guys. The pot is getting big. Look at how many games we got now. We can give away 10 games.
Oh,
10.
never mind. I need to put. I need to. I never downloaded the Tex Murphy game.
Yeah, you
I'm
should.
sorry, like you gave me the code a while ago, and I just totally blanked on it because I had. I think you gave it to me like the day I was getting ready to go out to Vegas.
No, I gave it to you when you came back. That's why I made
Oh,
sure.
so I came, okay, that's why, because I've been recovering since coming back, and
Yeah, I made sure to give it to you right as you came back because I didn't want to give it to you during because I know you'd forget. So I was like, here, just take it one. Like I had a game. I had that. They were giving out the. They were doing that on the Steam set. They were doing that for
I saw
Home
that,
Alone.
and I was like, oh, that's where you got it from. When I saw the Steam sale, it was like 10 minutes left. I'm like, well, I'm probably not gonna go grab this, but all right, that gives me an extra Tex Murphy game. I'm always in for a new Tex Murphy. Well, old Tex, whatever.
Well, it's the Tesla effect, so that's the new one.
Yeah,
That's the new one with what's his face? The guy from I would say Good Times. No, that was what's happening. These bad sitcoms in my brain. Damn me being old. Anyways,
A Different World. He was from Different World. I mean, Different Strokes.
There we go. Different Strokes. That's the guy I was thinking of.
Oh, okay, it was from Different Strokes.
Yeah. Oh god. There's egg in my face, and it's now available on YouTube for people to watch. Oh god.
Well, not remembering what actors in something isn't that big of a deal. I've fubbed on actor names before. It's not that big of a deal.
Sure.
I just started throwing out every like 80s sitcom I could think of. Yeah. It would have just kept going too. I would have found a way to keep linking stuff. I mean, Three's Company. I mean, oh, my mind's from blank. Great. Now that I'm not doing it off the cuff, now it's like I have to. It's a weird thing when you try to think of something and you can't think. But when you're just doing it off the cuff, it just comes out naturally.
Yeah.
I hate that. Because now I'm trying to bring up examples of how I would make fun of you instead of how it was just naturally coming out.
Alrighty then.
It happens.
Anyways, dude, I need to head out. I know you're like struggling to like find things to say and stuff like that.
It's past 1. I can probably get myself to sleep.
Yeah, because I need to not get myself to sleep, but it's just like I need to actually finish up my dinner here.
Oh man, I'm just Ramses starved to death because of
No,
Jerry.
because I actually ate I actually ate one part of it before you wanted to do something, and I was watching my friend's stream.
Yeah.
So, and then, we were playing as well. That's why another reason I was like, give me a few minutes while this stream ends, so I can finish up with whatever we're doing there. And then we'll start doing this. And I made the announcement, and my friend helped me out making the announcement that hey, I'm doing this as well. So.
That's cool.
So, with that said, I need to go finish up dinner and all that good stuff. Jared, is there anything else you want to announce before I head out?
I'm good. Not a lot to really talk about. I mean, yeah, I not really. I mean, I got that Oticon Vegas text report I need to get out and stuff like that, but that'll be out probably Tuesday-ish. And then I need to record a promo for my friend's radio program, No Borders, No Race, on the Electric Sisterhood Network. So if you like music from Japan mostly, although the occasional K-pop, you check out my friend's show. It's pretty cool. He talks about pop culture stuff and plays Japanese and Korean music.
Alrighty. As for me, I'm gonna see if I can try to stream a little bit more often. I'm gonna try to see I want to do a little more. I want to do more streams with Ghost in the Shell. That game was really fun to play on stream.
Oh, dude, I'll totally commentary in on Ghost in the Shell. Heck yeah, I haven't seen it. The last time I saw that game, my friend Jesse was playing it when we were in college. And this
Oh
was,
no,
PS2.
this is the new game.
Oh, the standalone complex game for the PS2, or is there one after that?
There's a new one they just released on PC.
Okay, because I had one friend who played the classic back when we were in college because he found a copy of it used, and he's like, "Oh, dude, it's like $2 at like GameStop or whatever, and I'm going to buy this." And then there was my other friend who got a hold of a copy of the standalone complex game, which he's like, "Oh, the game, you can't aim for crap. It basically you have to run up into guys' faces to shoot them."
Yeah, but no.
And then I didn't know there's one after that. So
Yeah, it actually just got released. What couple weeks ago actually. It's actually for PC. So that's it's billed as a free to play game, but it's an early access game. So you need to.
Oh! No, I did a news story about this. Yeah, I forgot that had come out.
Yeah, it came
That
out
got in December or something.
Yeah, it got released in December. And the thing is, it's supposed to be a free to play game once it's released, but right now it's an early access.
Yeah.
So it's you have to pay some sort of money. So in order, so I think what they do is like if you put in the $5 to play the game, you're pretty much set with all the good stuff right off the bat. So when they wave in people to play the game free, you're like already like higher rank with all the good stuff going into it.
Mm-hmm.
And
then everyone's like, "Oh, that guy souped up. That's not fair. This game's broken."
Yeah, because I actually put in $5 to actually play this game, you assholes.
Yeah.
$5, by the way. $5 just
that's nothing.
That I was like, even during the Steam sale, it was like $3, $2. So it's like if you ever get the sale game, just even if you can't run it, just get that for right now and get all the perks that it comes with, so you won't like be out left out in the dark when the game starts.
Yeah.
But like I said, the game's really good.
If you have time tomorrow, play that up. We'll stream up. The one thing I'll be doing tomorrow is work on my script I have to work on. But beyond that, I basically have tomorrow-ish.
I'll see what I can do because like my other friend, I like watching another friend stream. He's gonna start streaming tomorrow as well.
Well, just whenever. Just message me when you have a free chance. I'll tell you what my status is, and we can figure it out from there.
Yeah. So. Well, other than that, then like I'll play a little bit of that because like I really want to start playing that game more consistently. So there's gonna be a little bit more consistently playing Splatoon because apparently whenever I get Splatoon, everyone starts coming in. So whenever
Splatoon's fun to watch unless you you're watching someone who just constantly gets screwed over on the matchmaking.
Oh no, that's not me. I should hold my own.
That's good.
But other than that, just pay attention to whenever we stream. It's either gonna be me streaming or Miguel streaming. Hopefully, you can start streaming soon as well. So.
Yeah, it's issues with my laptop. The one thing I'm gonna try to do is just make some game videos off my laptop in general.
Yeah.
And then when I need a new PC, my laptop is dying on me, so I actually do need to get a PC. I've been needed to for months. This is something I keep delaying on, and I need to stop being Mr. Procrastination on that.
Yeah, there's a part of me that's like saying we should just start I think we should just start like a donation drive, like me doing a 24 hours. I'm not even kidding. I'm willing to do that for you, dude. Because like I've always wanted to do a 24-hour stream.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it just can't for me to play a game for 24 hours. But if it's gonna be for someone else, not for me, fuck it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I'm gonna do it for myself. Because like I need like some other stuff too.
Yeah.
But fuck it. If it's for someone else, fuck it. I'm gonna help you out.
The problem is when the pot comes out to be like $50. It's like, I did a donation drive. Here's $50, Jared. Like, excellent, man. Let me call Alienware and let me order their top of the liner of this $50. I'm 1/100th of a way there.
You put that on down. You put that on layaway.
Yeah, it's not even enough for a down payment.
Oh, damn it.
Now, granted, I don't need like the top of the line Alienware machine because like I play RPGs, so I mean, other than like needing something that could run Fallout 4 or what have you, beyond that, most of the stuff I'll play is like the Ys games or something like that. Not the most graphically intensive of games.
Well, yeah, we'll discuss later about this, and like I said, I want to stream a lot more. The thing is, it's just like I've been sick, and then it's like this new job has been kicking my ass, and then it stopped kicking my ass. I'm like, I got a little more free time, so let's start seeing what I can do. So I wanted to be a little more productive during these downtime, anyways. So expect a little bit more streams on my end as well. Other than that, I guess By the way, Jared, I hate that thing of like the player hater thing. I hate that so much. It cringes
really?
me to death. It makes me cringe so much. It's just. It's like just.
I keep it because it's so cheesy. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
but it's like there's like I like game over. There's cheesy like game over and winners don't do drugs. That's the kind of cheesy I like.
yeah.
Don't be a player hater. It's like just shut up. Like, don't be like if you were my boss, I'd slap the shit out of you.
I'm sure there's so many people who, as soon as they get to like me doing the verbal NASCAR at the end, are like, and close. Not hearing that stupid catchphrase. That's not gonna catch on, dude.
Well, no, that's why it's like don't just say like see you next time or something like that. Like that's whatever.
All right, fine.
Under might be hurt, mother might be haste. Anyways, other than that, yeah, this is me. This is Ramses. And that's Jared. I am signing out until our next stream.
Yeah.